Mr. Chairman, members of the board, aloha. I am David Hale Kalemi of Solutions for Security. This is a pilot video to demonstrate the feasibility of distance learning for Act 208 training requirements. At the University of Hawaii, distance learning by video and even online training without visual interaction is an accepted practice for courses with credit. I want to offer this option to applicants for the security guard employment in the state of Hawaii who are unable to attend the physical classroom sessions because of being on the mainland or isolated places in the islands. This pilot video is with an applicant in California. His name is Henry James, and he has been accepted by the Security Department of the University of Hawaii at Manoa. There was a stipulation, however, that he had to get his security guard card to complete the employment process. As you know, he will need the training requirements in order to get the security guard. Hence his request to receive some kind of training long distance. Therefore, I am putting together this package, and we're going to try to do this by Skype. Now, I get a lot of requests from the mainland for applicants who come up to a stone wall because they cannot get the classroom training. So this training will be by Skype. I will video the session between myself and Mr. James. I want to let you know that as I go through the training curriculum that I use at the community college, I will have to send him the exams by email. So there's going to be some dead space, some silence space on the video as he does the exams. In the interest of time, I'm going to splice out that dead silence so that there is a continuity in the video as you watch it. In conclusion, I seek your approval to use this option for those on the mainland and those in the islands who are isolated. I want to thank you for your consideration for this proposal.
So that means you'll attempt to record. Are you going to record it so they can see both the instructor and the student, or?
Well, they can see you. I got you on screen, and I'm right next, so they're going to hear me. And they don't need to see me, they know me. But I want them to see you, and if they look into the right side of the screen, they'll see me on the right bottom corner there. Okay, yeah. So let me see if I can point here. I'm pointing to myself here on the bottom right for the board to see me in this screen. Okay, Henry, for the record, state your name and address.
My name is Henry James.
We are making history here for the state of Hawaii. And this is a pilot video for the board, the Private Detectives and Guards Board, state of Hawaii. And as I explained to you, we never talked before, we just text back and forth and email. So this is our first face-to-face interaction. And what I want to do to help you and to evolve the training requirements in the state of Hawaii is to do long-distance training like we do at the University of Hawaii. Is that correct? Is that what you understand?
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay. You do know that you're not going to get certified by this session. It's a test video for the board, correct?
Yeah, it's a test video for the board, and then if it's approved by the board, then it would become an acceptable method of taking the class to become certified.
Exactly. Then I can certify you. Hopefully they will approve this method, and I don't see why they can't or shouldn't. They might have to run it through the Attorney General just to be sure. Okay, we're talking about Act 208 in the In the state of Hawaii, it's known as Section 463-10.5, but we call it Act 208, Session Laws of Hawaii 2010 for short. Okay, you got me? You with me?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is, since it's just one-on-one, I'm going to do this in a seminar format where I'm going to pop questions to you so that I know you comprehend the subject and the material and come back and feedback to me. So the board will also realize that you are cognizant of all the materials and the information in Act 208. Okay?
Okay, I got it.
You understand that?
Yes. So now you sent me 2 different models, so I'm assuming we're on module 1.
Yes, we're going to start with number 1. Now, the law says 8 hours. This is going to take more than 8 hours, right? Because we're going back and forth. In the 8-hour sessions, I just pop out the lectures and go straight through the lectures and talk, and then pop the exams. So because you and I are going back and forth interaction, it's going to be a little more than 8 hours, and the board has no problem with that, I'm sure. I just want you to know that it may take more time than if you were sitting in my lecture classroom at the community college. Okay.
But for this, but for the purposes of this test recording, we're not going to be sitting here for 8 hours for the test recording. It's going to be much shorter, just to give them an idea what it looks like.
Absolutely, because I'm not going to go through the whole 10 hours or whatever it's going to take, and then they say, sorry, no go. We're going to go. In fact, my video here, I'm going to check the video. Yeah, I only have 73 minutes on the video. We're going to go maybe an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, and see how much we can carry. I'm sure we can catch a lot in an hour anyway. Okay, to start, you tell me, I sent you the study materials. I want you to tell me how many subjects are there in the Act 208 that the security guard is required to acknowledge and learn. You remember?
There's 18 subjects within 8 subsections.
Absolutely correct. Okay, give me the 18 subjects one by one, slowly.
The 18 subjects. Let's see here.
Go to slide number 2. You have the PowerPoint slide.
So slide number. Well, let's see. The legal limitations on the actions of guards.
Correct.
The law concerning arrest.
Correct.
Search and seizure.
Correct.
The use of force.
Correct.
Access control.
Correct.
Safety.
Correct.
Fire detection and reporting.
Correct.
Emergency response.
Correct.
Homeland security issues.
Correct.
Homeland security procedures.
Correct.
When to and how to notify public authorities.
Correct.
Techniques of observation.
Correct.
Reporting of incidents.
Correct.
How to prepare an incident report.
Correct.
The fundamentals of patrolling.
That's right.
Professional ethics.
Correct.
Professional image.
Correct.
And aloha training.
You got it, brother. See? You know more than the students I have in the community college already. You can give the course. In fact, I do give instructor training. Maybe that's what
Nobody can do it like you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, you and I are making history. Okay, we're going to lesson plan number 1. The training modules are legal limitations on the actions of guards. Number 2, law concerning arrest. Number 3, search and seizure. Number 4, use of force. I think we'll just go up to arrest, up to the point of the arrest, and just give the board. I want to send them this by email this afternoon, this video, and then stick it in the mail for them to get a copy of the CD. Okay? Okay.
Good idea.
Okay, the Hawaii state law, your statutory responsibilities. If you look at slide number
You mean the HRS 463.1 definitions?
Yeah, right. What slide is that?
Slide 11.
11, okay, thank you. Will you read the definition for me?
Definitions as used in this chapter, guard means a licensed, uniformed, or non-uniformed person who's responsible for the safekeeping of a client's properties and persons within contractually prescribed boundaries and for observation and reporting relative to such safekeeping. Very
good. Okay. You see that? Observation and reporting. That's our mantra. That is security work. That's what we're getting paid for, right? Observation and reporting. To safekeep the property of a client. Okay. Contractually prescribed boundaries in there. What are contractually prescribed boundaries? It means what you can and cannot do under what?
Under the contract.
Under the contract with the... Okay.
The contract between the security officer organization and the company that we're serving.
Absolutely, right. Now, in security work, there is proprietary security, and there is contract security. Proprietary meaning it's in-house, like hotels or retail outlets. Contract security is those who are hiring themselves out for security work. So the law covers both in-house as well as contract security guards. Now, let's say you are hired. You come to Hawaii. I know you got accepted at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, but let's say you leave the University of Hawaii system and you go to work for Safeway stores. No, let me back up. You go to work for Aloha Security Company. You see the shirt I'm wearing? Can you see that?
Yeah, Aloha Security.
Yeah.
If I go to work for you, then...
No, I'm not Aloha Security. It's one of my clients, so I get a free T-shirt from him all the time. But let's say you go to work for Aloha Security, and I know his name is Mark, the boss. He will not allow his guards to make any arrests whatsoever. So you have a contract with Safeway, or he has a contract with Safeway, and you are outside and having that security presence. And Mark says you cannot make an arrest, and the manager comes out. I have a shoplifting problem. Please come and help me make this arrest. What do you do?
Well, if I'm not allowed to make the arrest, then I guess my job as a security officer would be to contact law enforcement or whichever organization is responsible for making the arrest.
Hey, you got it, brother. You don't need this class. Okay, slide number 13. I think, yeah, slide number 13. What is your purpose?
I am a guard for the purpose of protecting persons or property, or to prevent theft or unlawful taking of goods, wares, merchandise, money, bonds, documents, or other articles of value. My purpose as a guard is to protect persons, protect property, prevent theft, and the unlawful taking of goods, wares, merchandise, money, bonds, documents, or other articles of value. Same thing.
Outstanding. Okay.